I guess how are you feeling coming into this camp? I'm sure you've not played as many minutes at club level as you'd like, but you had the jersey last time out for Scotland. Are you excited to get going again?
Yeah, very excited. I think after the first two games, obviously a tough one away in Copenhagen, and we got a good result there, and then obviously followed it up with a great win in Hungary. So yeah, that was nice. So yeah, just excited to get back on the pitch and see the lads again, and hopefully keep pushing to reach the World Cup.
I'm sure you don't need any extra motivation, but in your situation, is it nice to have that potential for game time to look forward to when you're not getting a look at it?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a little bit different. Obviously not playing games at the club, and having the opportunity last time, getting two good games in, good performances, and just looking to build on that now really.
Is it easier for a goalkeeper? You think that if you were an outfield player that hadn't played, is that more difficult coming in and having to step up to?
Potentially, I think obviously in terms of getting up to fitness levels, we don't need that as much. Training's probably harder for keepers than games, so I'm definitely doing a lot of that at the moment. But yeah, obviously you'd like to be playing regularly to keep your eye in. But to be fair, because the games weren't that long ago, I'm feeling ready and looking forward to the two games.
Just given your performances in the last camp, do you feel quite confident that despite a lack of game time in between, that if you're thrown in again, you'll be absolutely fine?
Yeah, and I think that's a a good thing, positive for me, that the camps aren't too far apart. Like you said, it was not that long ago when we had those two games, and I felt good, and I was I wouldn't say comfortable, but I was happy with my performances, and just want to take the confidence from that into this camp, and hopefully go again.
The manager has highlighted that maybe it could be a sort of mid to long term issue that none of the goalkeepers really are getting any game time at club level. Was that a concern for you at all? What it would maybe mean for your international career longer term if it continues to be the same at club level?
Yeah, no, definitely. I went into a situation at the club where I thought I'd be getting obviously not regular game time, but some game time in terms of cups and things like that. It's not really materialised, which I'm disappointed about. But obviously I've still got the chance to come away here and get the opportunity to play, like in the last two games. So it's a thing for me. It's not a long-term sort of contract. So there's definitely options even in January to possibly reconsider.
Where would you say your level is in your own mind of your game?
I think obviously it's hard to sort of determine when you are not playing regularly. I think if I look back at the last two games, I was very pleased. I wouldn't say I was overly worked. I think the lads in front of me done extremely well. But I was comfortable in everything I'd done, and I was confident, and those two games gave me even more confidence. So I think just take it game by game and just try and build on that really.
Is it a case of sort of money in the bank because you've played at a high level for so long? You're not going to lose it.
I think it's definitely different when you've got the experience from the past. Obviously, I've played plenty of games now. Not only at club level but internationally. So I feel I can use that experience to my advantage, and whenever I'm called upon, be ready to do well.
You mentioned the guy who's in front of you as well. It does look like you're quite a cohesive unit, and we talked with Ken McLean about the issue of trust. There seems a lot of trust with you guys.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think the manager's obviously not made many changes to the squad this time, and it was obviously a very positive camp last time, and we've done really well. I think there's a lot of players in the squad who've been there for quite a few years now. We know each other well. Obviously, the Nations League campaign was a little bit of a disappointment, but we sort of look back to the European campaign previously, and it's got a little bit of that kind of feel back, and everyone's really excited about the potential of hopefully going to the World Cup.
Stephen A. Smith sat here a while ago and was talking about his faith in you, even though you're not playing at club level. What does it mean for the manager and the staff to have that much faith in you to still keep picking you for Scotland?
Yeah, obviously it's from my point of view very positive. I've been in the camp now for 2.5 years, so I know the guys well. They know me well, and I'm obviously I'm not playing at club level, but from the last 2 games here, I felt like I'd done well, and you know, you can only sort of repay that faith with performances really, and that's what I'll try and do.
I know you didn't play in that Greece game in March here at Hampden. Did you feel like the squad has a point to prove after what happens here with that 3-0 loss? Yeah,
potentially. Obviously, it's a different competition. I thought, you know, the first game away was very good, and obviously disappointing to lose in the home game. So we'll definitely go out there with that sort of attitude. But like I said, different competition. Potentially a lot more at stake in terms of getting to a World Cup. So we'll be ready for it.
Where do you think the belief and confidence levels are as a squad just now in Scotland?
I think it's obviously we've only had the 2 games this campaign, so but if you look at the 2 performances, I think they were very strong. You know, the manager alluded to before the games that we needed to concede less goals if we wanted to have a chance of qualifying. 2 clean sheets, obviously done well to do that. And I think, you know, going forward as well, we looked dangerous in Copenhagen and got the 2 goals against Belarus. So I think there's you know, opportunity to build on it. It wasn't perfect, but I think it was a great starting base.
What's it like seeing Craig Gordon back in the squad? It's quite incredible, isn't it? Like 43 turns later on this year to just keep on returning and keeping on at it.
Yeah, no, it's unbelievable. I think you know, if I'm still going at that age, I'll be very happy. But no, yeah, he's done great. Obviously to come back again. You know, I've not seen him for probably over a year now, so you know, it'll be good to see him and good to get back on the pitch and you know, see how he is.